What's up, guys? Today we're fixing the window on my RAV4 2004. Here's what happens. You can hear something going down, and it is going down, right? But the window actually is not on it anymore. So you can get it to go up. So now I'm making it go up. And now it's, oh, it went past it. You really gotta raise it up, and then this is up, I guess. Here, it'll contact, and then it'll go up. But if you make it too far, it'll actually go up in here, and you'll see this bulge out with the armature going up there. It might scratch your glass, but yeah. Let's take this apart. I've done it before. It came off again. And I guess I lubricated this with the wrong lubricant, so I'm gonna be cleaning that off. So I'm pretty much gonna be taking this whole door apart. So yeah, stay tuned. So you go in here, and you probably want to get your power tools out for this. We have some bolts in there. This cover here will come out somehow. All right, here's how. You need to pry it away from this. So it is stuck to this knob right here. And that's what we're looking at. So pry it up right there. Pry this up. Just like that. Need to get this thing off. There's a little hole here. A little slot for your screwdriver. And this just sort of rips on off. No real risk of breaking there. All right, 2 more Phillips heads. Sheesh. Got them out. I don't have a magnetic thing. Otherwise I can just get it out. But it's out now. And they'll fall out. That's nothing to worry about. That's pretty much, if I'm remembering correctly, that's all you gotta do. Then you get under here, you pry it out, you heard something come loose. All right. Now we're ready to lift out. Little nudge. We have a wire connected. And when I tilt it, these screws are gonna come out. I should really get my magnet, shouldn't I? This way makes me feel more awesome to barely get things done. Who needs the right tool for the job? Okay. Now this thing comes out somehow. Tab on the other side. I think we can tilt it a little bit. Right here. Figure goes down. Figure push it down. Hypothesis correct. Don't scratch your lovely plasticized vinyl. What we're looking at here is it goes down. Press down. All right. So we're gonna take this whole thing right on off. We're not even gonna mess with it. Because we need to get all up in here. We're gonna take this rail off. Like this might even pop out. We're gonna have to get under here to this screw here. I don't think there's a similar one for this side. Let me just check. Nope, doesn't look like it. Unless they're hiding it from us. Yeah, let's start unbolting. On-bolting, as Scotty Kilmer says. Just in case. All right, this will probably need to come out. Let's just get into it. Let's get into it. Yeah, see, I tore this plastic, you know. Man, this car will never be back to its factory quality. But sometimes Sometimes you can do a little bit better than factory quality if you get your own, what is this black stuff? Urethane. There's different grades of urethane if you want to, you know, get into chemistry and all that. That's what they use for windshields. But there's different thicknesses. This stuff, it's summer. It's like balls hot out here. So this is coming right on off. In winter, you might need to get a razor and sort of slice and tug, if you know what I mean. I want to get this out. This looks like, let's see, 10 millimeter? Let's go 10. Bingo. It's weird. It's a weird bolt. So now this, okay. That's how that looks. Come right out, yep. We have a slot for it. Barely. It's really nuts. I don't know if that's gonna come out. What are we supposed to do, Toyota? Take this apart? We're supposed to take this thing apart. One-handed? Come on, Toyota. There we go. How hard could it be? Flip the thing up. Oh, these can come out. These can come out right here. Do I have to tilt them? Or will they just come out? Come on. Yep, that one came out. That one came out too. Boom. And now, of course, you rotate the armature to the 90 degrees and then push it right out. It's like a puzzle. Okay. Now that'll come out. You don't want to get dust on this because so we'll put it somewhere safe. All right, what we have here now, let me show you what's going on here. Anyway, we'll have to actually actuate this to get stuff out. So, key back in the car. To accessory, turn this fan off. Get beeped at. And what you can do here is either take this whole thing out. I'm not quite sure how hard that would be. Not too hard actually. 2 tabs on either side. Pushes right through. Okay. So those were the tabs. Now you can plug it in. Oh. Scaring me. So it was off. Now you see what's going on here? This thing? This is rotating, right? This is a wheel. And this is the bottom of the door. Now one thing you might have heard is something fall to the bottom of your door or clanking around in there. That's this. This is supposed to be attached to the bottom of the window. A rubber sleeve in a metal housing. And this channel right here is where that wheel goes. So we're going to take the window out, we're going to clean it, we're going to take the channels out, we're going to get all the lubricant out. If you can tell, I used white lithium. That was a bad idea. Before that I used silicone. That was okay, I guess, but yeah, this really needs dry lubricant, like PTFE type lubricant. Why? Because it needs to be low resistance. Not all greases are made the same. So right here, this and this screw right here will let that channel come out. So let's do that. gently with the seal. Seals are expensive. Oh, it is magnetic. What do you know? This looks like another 10 millimeter. Okay. How many of you guys are waiting for me to just break my window? Raise your hand. Oh, we'll see. Okay. Now what's going on? Wiggle test. Okay. So this can definitely go this way now. All right, well, I figure this will need some wiggling, and I'm definitely gonna use both hands for this so I don't break my door. Sorry, guys. So, because there is some room for just moving things around. I guess if I lower it down, then it'll change the geometry, and I'll be able to get it out. All right. So here it is. Side window glass. Yeah, it was just like I said. This thing, you'll be able to get the edge of the glass over this lip, and then there's plenty of room in here to finagle it out. It just pops out this side as well. Do want to lower this as well. So now that we're out, we wiggle this thing out. There's some more glass here. It doesn't seem like it's gonna drop, so that's good. This part, it's just wiggling. We have some rubber here. I don't want to keep rubber out of this track. Yeah, I'll do that. And then I'll just clean the rubber. But it is attached to the top as well. There it comes. It's coming. You find when you're repairing things, the more things you touch, the more things break, especially if you're dealing with something that's old. So you want to touch the least amount of things that you can and expect things to be fragile. Don't just try to pull things out in one pull, you know, wiggle it around and stuff. All right, so this stuff has ridges, you know, on one side and one, you know, sliding surface on the other. Yeah, I'll definitely clean this out with water and stuff, and try to put some dry lubricant on there. So, about this thing, what I'm actually going to do with this thing is glue it. I'm going to clean it so it's not all greasy. I'm going to clean the window, and I'm going to try to, I don't know. I mean, obviously this worked from the factory. This does seem to be some sort of rubber, but finally, so maybe it's sweated, but it's definitely greasy in there, if you can see. I don't know why. I might have greased it up to put it on, to be able to put it on, because you do have to get this on the window. And but one thing that I should mention, here. Where does it go? Does it go here? Does it go here? Does it go here? Like, where does it go? You should have a mark, right? And since I'm going to be cleaning this, I want to preserve that mark. I don't want to lose that mark. So I'm going to get some tape and mark that. I'm sweating all over the place. You know, these videos are great for like one-handed mechanics. You know, people who don't have two hands. All right. So I cleaned it with a rag and some soap and water, of course, and a toothbrush. So let me just show you what it's like in here. Right here is the bearing surface at the bottom. And then on the side, here's another bearing surface with the ridges. And then right here's another bearing surface. By the way, in the spirit of exploration, how does this come out? Well, it just sort of slides out this way. I discovered. All right, I think it's time to apply. All right, let's see how it does on the rubber. Now, I think, initially I put silicone in here, but the problem with silicone is that it's grippy. I don't know the right word for it. Grippy. But it's not as smooth. It's smooth when it gets going, but it doesn't get going as smoothly as other lubricants. So don't use silicone. So I'm gonna try PTFE. All right. I don't know about the heavy duty silicone from CRC. There's different types of silicone. So this is heavy duty silicone. This dries completely, whereas this stuff does not dry completely. It's a different solvent. Let me see what I can do here. Looks good. Should I get the glass in now? Just see how it goes. How it slides, that is. Or do I want to get this on the glass first? So, okay, I think the easiest way is to attach the rubber onto the glass while it's out of the car. Have the track on there as well. And then take off the arm and finagle it in a position. If you can see, it's sort of bent outwards. So maybe that's what it's supposed to do. Wish me luck. There's a real risk here of breaking the glass, so we'll see. What I'm going to use is Gorilla Glue. It's like multi-purpose. I only got one hand, but that goes in here. All right, I cut it on with my bare hands all the way. Just using my body weight and working it back and forth. It was tough, but there it goes. And hopefully that Gorilla Glue will hold it. It's already foaming. But yeah, like 160 pounds. I gotta take these out. Don't take this one out all the way because it goes in like this. And we have a connector that's connected to it. right here. I'm just gonna let it hang. Okay, that goes in here. So just with this off, it changes the arms, you know, center. So it can come off with having it in this bolt here. That is with it all the way down already. This glue is really working, huh? All right, now I have to tighten this bolt. It still is pretty stiff, like, yeah. Maybe it needs a lot more lubricant, but I'm definitely not going to use anything but dry lubricant. And the geometries might be off a little bit, but let me tighten that bolt. I need 2 hands for this. Got it. I'm gonna finish bolts by hand so you don't strip anything. This one's having trouble getting in. Doesn't want to find its threads, but there it is. It's pulling something towards it. There it is. There's a Loctite on it, by the way. The further you hold your wrench, the more torque you have. So I'm holding it up close so I don't over tighten. Plus I only have one hand and I don't want to round off, I guess. I don't want to lose the grip on the bolt. Alright, there we go. What did this go to? The handle. Alright, so now I can test it. It's there. Just a little bit. Sort of need power. Doesn't sound good. Going up doesn't sound good. Let's wet the whistle a little bit. Let's go. Because when you're going up and down, you might be rocking it back and forth. You know, since it's a square, the corners might be hitting. So that's why I put some lube in over here. So maybe once that dries, it'll get a little faster. But for now, I'm just gonna put the door back together. It's working. My daughter can roll her window down and say hi to random people again. So that'll be cool. Yeah. Now you know. Lubricate this bad boy too. Don't forget to tighten all your nuts. Putting this back on. Yeah. I mean, come on. It's missing a handle. Sort of need that. This obviously goes like that. No, it goes like this. First, we need to get these things in here. Bend it out. If I can do it with one hand, you guys can do it with two hands. Oh, might not. Might not. Click. All right, now this one right here. So close. You're so close, buddy. You're so close. There you go. Where's my award? A medal. Just kidding. You don't get medals. Give yourself medals. Because you know what you did. Okay, here's a problem. Is it in? I sort of think it's in. I've been stripping it. I think I stripped it. Well, if it's tight enough, it's tight enough, you know? And who knows if I stripped it, you know? Maybe it was already stripped. Someone else stripped it, you know? I don't know. All right, let's get these on. You can either hold it, or you can tilt it. So one of these is for the stereo, for the speaker. Right there. And then this one goes right up in here. If I can see you. And it popped out. But it's in. So if you remember, this goes in, sort of at an angle, but it does need to clip on there. There, good. That's all right. This is all right as well. All right, now just sort of bang it in. You know, I previously lubricated those nylon grabbers there. So, just a few more things. This also gets smacked into place or no? Okay. It's got that thing. Gotta be secure, you know? Gotta make this thing secure. On your non-magnetic screwdriver. I'm gonna keep going. This is a wrist workout, by the way. Someday. All right, so there you go. All right, there it is. We've lubricated it with some dry lubricant. I hope this will dry sometime, and it'll dry on the tracks too. It might make it a little bit better, but there it is. It's working. And I guess, as always, take it easy, but don't take it too easy.